Hello, everyone. I'm Jaye Cottrill, the Global Marketing Communications Manager here at LaserTech. Every Tuesday around 2 p.m. Mountain Time, we go live with a subject matter expert, and we talk about solutions in traffic safety or professional measurement. You can join us on your coffee break. We're live for just about 15 minutes. If you have any questions or comments for our guests or for LaserTech, please go ahead and post them, and we'll answer them either in real time or as the subject of another LTI Tuesday at 2 conversation. Today, I am excited to spotlight Travis Emsbach, LTI's Service Manager. Hi, Travis. I appreciate you spending some time with me today. Would you introduce yourself for people who haven't had a chance to meet you yet?
Hi, my name is Travis. I'm the Service Manager here at LTI. And I'm coming up on about a year and a month, so I've been here about 11 months so far, and I've really enjoyed working here so far.
Awesome. So when we talk about the service department, there's a lot of different things that we can think of. How has the service department adjusted to COVID-19 and the different way of doing business that we have right now?
Well, I mean, funny enough, we were just talking about that. I made a video back in May to kind of go through what the service department was doing to protect ourselves, to protect our customers, some of the processes that we were kind of using and following to keep everybody safe, keep things sanitized, and that was back in May. It's kind of funny, making a video then, not really knowing what it was going to be for, how long it'd be relevant, but it still is important because we're still dealing with this. And so, since then, and as we have throughout this, dealing with COVID, we've been doing everything we can to keep the employees safe, making sure that we're sanitizing all of the customers' equipment when it comes in, before it's checked in and goes to the techs. Then again, following protocols, the techs are wearing masks, especially as they're going around from fixtures and stations and getting, necessary parts for repairs. But aside from that, it's, just making sure that we're following the guidelines that have been put forth.
Right. Are there any easy tips, or have you learned anything since you've made that video on how to keep things sanitary?
Well, I think the best thing, and one of the nice things, I think it's a lot easier to get disinfectant wipes now than it was 3 months ago.
That is true.
So those have been probably the easiest thing for us to use here, and I would say probably for anyone to use. It's one product. You can sit there and, just wiping down anything that you're touching, whether it be with your hands and so forth. And so, just being mindful. You might be using equipment as you're passing it between your partner, between coworkers. Just making sure that you're doing everything you can to, use best hygiene practices for that kind of stuff. That's been the most effective for us, and it's certainly, done a really good job of making everyone more comfortable given the circumstances.
Right. Yeah. But you do more than just clean the equipment. In fact, we're pretty proud of our service department because we're always bragging about our short turnaround times. Can you give us more of a picture of what that looks like for you?
Well, that is one of the things that, was very important when I came into this position, that, the company is very proud of it, and we continue to maintain is a turnaround time of less than 10 days, which, as far as the industry is concerned, is excellent. And so we've done everything we can, even with, vendors, lead times, contact with customer being affected, especially through COVID. There's been some delays. There's been some issues getting a hold of some of the stuff that we needed, as immediately as we had in the past. And so I think our team's done an excellent job of managing all of that so we can continue to maintain that turnaround time and continue to, service the customer in a timely manner.
That's pretty awesome. So do you have any stories of what kinds of things come through that your techs have to take a look at?
Well, I mean, so we're looking at everything we do, PM, industrial sensor. We're looking at all of the traffic safety stuff. And so, we have several technicians, and between them all, we have 50 years of experience between them in repairing LTI equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's a lot of legacy products that we still handle, as well as some of the new stuff that's coming through, because, even as the service department, we have some input into what we see as potential fault issues or other things that could happen. And so we take a look at a lot of the equipment, a lot of the stuff that's coming through. For the most part, it's a lot of recertifications for customers requiring it for various industries. There's a lot of stuff where, there's normal wear and tear. We do occasionally see, the odd laser that's been run over by a car or out, or, maybe fell into, some water. But, I mean, other than that, we have really good products, and so they hold up. And it shows.
So, what would be the oldest product that you've seen still in circulation then?
Well, I think the one that's still being serviced, or still covered under service, because, after 5 to 7 years, after they kind of announce end of life for a product, we're still seeing it in service. So even as some of the stuff is no longer being sold, we're still fixing it. But one of the oldest products, or at least the most common product that we see often, is still the ultralight. I think that's almost a 20-year-old product, and it was, you make it right the first time. We still see those, and we're excited. I know the rest of the company's really excited about the new products that are coming through, and all of the current products that are meant to be, a replacement to those. And so, even though we're still working on the ultralight, we're still, seeing some of the stuff that comes through service that's relatively new.
Right. I know we did a True Pulse refresh in the last couple of years. Are those fairly stable? Do you see a lot of those come through, or is it just, spot checks on things?
And it's, some of those are certifications. And again, like we talked about, there's the odd unexpected accident that happens where, stuff comes in damaged and we're looking at it. And so, we've seen some of the refreshes, and, that requires making sure that we have a really wide array of parts so that we can, replace side covers to electronic components to mechanical components. Just whatever we need to do to make sure that that product is as good as the day it went out the door.
Right, yeah. And we pride ourselves on taking care of our end users, for sure. But the first step to get a product serviced isn't necessarily to send it off to LTI right away. They would call in and talk with those who are manning the phones for customer questions and things like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have dedicated customer service people that answer the phone. I think one of the nice things about this is when you call in, you talk to a person pretty much right away, especially when you need customer support. And as I said, we have over 50 years of tech experience back here repairing, and recertifying LTI equipment. So when we do have a customer that needs help, if the person on the phone can't help them, they certainly know who to go to here to get that question answered, as quickly as possible.
That's really awesome to have that much experience and background on tap for them.
It's certainly made doing my job easier.
I bet it has. So what would be the best way to get in touch with the service departments?
Well, any technical questions, certainly call us. I believe we have a toll-free number on the website.
We do.
And then if they need to get a hold of us via email, they can reach us at Service Center at lasertech.com. And that is an email inbox that goes to a couple of people, myself included. So we're making sure that we're saying these questions and stuff in real time. And then if it gets to the point where, you just want to send your equipment in, you can go to the LaserTech website, go to customer service, and you can generate an RMA, fill out a form electronically, and submit that to start the return repair process.
That sounds relatively easy.
We try to make it as painless as possible.
Right, because it's more about getting the job done and getting our customers back out doing what they do. So they definitely shouldn't be waiting on us. We have a longtime fan who has always asked what the favorite pizza topping of the guests are. So in honor of Vinny Alvina, would you like to tell me your favorite pizza topping?
It's so hard because I enjoy pizza so much. I like all the pizza, and it's not as good without all the things, but I mean, I'd probably have to go with Italian sausage. That's pretty good. If it's on a pizza by itself, it's great. I mean, that's assuming that the cheese is included at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So if we're talking that, then yeah, definitely Italian sausage, but my go-to is usually, Italian sausage, green pepper, black olive, and really
Yeah,
good.
I think one of my favorite pizza toppings is green olives, but you don't always find a good pizza place that puts those on.
That's
So,
true.
whenever we do find a pizza place that does that, we're like, okay, we need to keep their phone number right here.
We're going back.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. No, it's
Right.
it's been a rare occasion that I've actually found a bad pizza. Not to say it doesn't happen, but I mean, I'm pretty much going to eat any pizza that's in front of me, especially free pizza. That's probably my favorite pizza. Free pizza.
Right?
But it's yeah.
All right.
Any of the meat toppings.
That's really awesome. So this has really been interesting to talk a little bit more about the service center and what you do and how to interface with you. Have we forgotten anything important that you wanted to make sure everyone knew?
Well, again, I think the most important part is we're always available here. And that I said, we have 50 years experience here, so there's a wealth of knowledge, and we're here to support the customer. And so, not that we want that taking advantage of it, but the customer should take advantage of that. So you have questions, your product's not working, and it's not, functioning in the manner that you expect from LTI product. Absolutely let us know, get us on the phone, contact us via email. We want to do anything we can to make sure that we're taking care of the customer.
Absolutely. I would like to thank everyone else who has joined us live today. Any new questions that are posted here on the recording will also be passed along by the marketing team. Looking ahead, next week on October 6th, we are starting our IACP series, going up and leading up to our attendance at the virtual IACP show this year. And so we'll be checking in with our traffic safety team and with other traffic safety experts. So until then, please remember to drive safely. Thank you.